All right, we're going to do a little recap of the Obama oil spill address to the nation. He started off that BP should pay for the damages. He says that, and what we covered this already, and MSNBC said as well, that over 31 years ago there was...
It was 31.
31 years ago there was a oil spill and a explosion, and they tried to cap it and they tried to do all these other things and did not stop it.
And it happened in the Gulf of Mexico, and it basically, well, you didn't write the article, you didn't see anything, so I'm trying to tell you what you don't know.
Well, what happened is the same identical thing happened 31 years ago as of today, and the solution they came up with was to drill relief wells, other wells that went a little bit deeper and pump faster. Well, he says that to solve this problem, and it's taken over 50 days to figure this out. Had to have a Nobel Prize winning, engineers and a whole team and a staff to figure this out. They're finally going to do that. The Coast Guard is still involved with it. On top of that, Obama says, and it depends on the states for the Gulf if they're going to do this or not, but he's approved 17,000 National Guard troops to be sent to the Gulf region for cleanup, also for assistance. There's going to be medical treatment, help out, fill out forms.
But this is just now.
This is just now.
Now wait a minute. The thing that really made me mad was when he said that, I thought, okay, we didn't even wait a week to go send help to Haiti. Not even a week. We had troops, airplanes, all kinds of crap, donations, everything going down there.
Yeah.
And we wait 3 months.
Yeah. Well,
almost.
Well, we got more here for you guys. A new barrier is going to be created for Louisiana because Louisiana's below sea level, and so that's what's going to happen. President Obama is supposed to meet with the chairman of BP, and he's going to convince him to compensate workers. And he says they're going to come up with some kind of forum for businesses. So all the fishing industry, the boating industry, I'm a big fan of eating tuna. I like eating tuna. I like shrimp and salmon. I don't know what's going to happen with that barrier. Then Ray Mavis, the Secretary of the Navy, is supposed to work with the National Commission to figure out how to solve the different problems for a long-term solution to this. And then the most dangerous statement that I heard, and this is good and this is bad at the same time, a 6-month hiatus. And for those that don't know what hiatus means, 6 months, cease and desist. You cannot do this anymore. No more deep water drilling for 6 months in the Gulf. So it doesn't matter what country you are, what company you are, you cannot drill. And if you already have a rig out there, he says he's going to allow possibly the ones that are already established to continue to do that. But it's starting to sound like the Gulf is completely shut down for 6 months. Now, on a tune, which honestly shows and proves to me that the Coast Guard's really involved. He used a Coast Guard term, a sense of urgency to end the dependency on fossil fuels, which I totally understand the end of dependency on fossil fuels. It makes sense to me that that this should happen, and that this should occur. But the scary part that's going to happen is the price of oil is going to go up. That's pretty much honestly
it's
going to happen.
Here's what I see happening. They're going to shut down all the drilling. They're going to shut down all these companies. All these people are going to really lose their jobs. So that's going to increase not only the unemployment, but also the recession we're in. I see when people lose their jobs, all these businesses are going to be shutting down because tourists aren't coming down there. What's going to happen? We're going to go into a depression. I see no other thing going to happen but going into a deeper recession and then into a depression. The
one thing we don't know the date that the drilling is going to start for the relief well. Now, as we said before, it was 200 feet 31 years ago, and it took 9 months to drill. Now, I know technology is a lot better. We have, the diamond pierce drills, but even still, 5,000 feet is going to take it's going to take at least a week minimum if you don't hit anything hard. Meaning, if the whole ground was just soft sand, the fastest anything that could happen, if technology was advanced, beyond your imagination, it would take a week to drill maybe 5,000 feet. But we are not to that level. This is going to take at least 30 days, I would think. At least.
No, I think it's going to take a lot longer than
Miranda
that.
thinks it's going to take longer to drill that. I don't think it's going to take much longer.
I think it'll take between 3 to 6 months.
Miranda says 3 to 6 months.
I
I don't have the complete facts
but
on it. My stepdad used to do drilling, and I was going to go out and do that. And it's real dangerous what's going to happen, Our economy, if you go and take a blueprint look right now at stocks, we see stocks are hitting, 1940s levels and stuff like that. Things are crashing. Unemployment went down because people got hired on by the census, 250,000 people. Those jobs are going to be out later this year. So about December, we're going to have a problem.
Huge.
The oil has slowed down because of the cap. And they opened the vents in the cap so it didn't explode. So that's a good thing. But, the one thing that I'm real concerned about is these workers. I think every single worker should be wearing a full suit. Mm-hmm. You need a respirator. You need not just a simple mask you can go buy at Walmart. No, these toxins are very dangerous, and they can cause permanent damage. They can cause emphysema. They can cause lung cancer. They can cause asthma, severe flu, and I'm real worried how many people are going to have this. We're going to have tens of thousands of people, possibly even 1 million people in the area between now and the end of the year, between the contractors and all these other people coming in and going out. What's going to happen when the winter kicks in? They're still going to be cleaning this stuff out. You know how many people are going to get sick? Now, when I was in the Coast Guard, now I'm talking about from the winter.
Well, they're getting sick from the oil now.
Exxon Valdez had a lot of people get sick and affected. There was a lot of flu cases. There was a lot of emphysema. There's a lot of lung cancer. There's a lot of kids getting sick. So the parents got it because your whole immune system gets shot because it's just really crazy. Now, earlier this week, there was a guy that works in an environmental agency. I posted the video via YouTube on my Facebook page. And he flies over, and this is like the beginning of May. He's flying over the whole area. This is when airspace was open, because that's another thing happening. Airspace is going to be closed across the Gulf as much as possible. That's good and bad. When you look at the oil from above, there's places where you see the sheen, where it's black, and it's got that, when you look at oil, it's got that multicolor thing going on like a rainbow. And then over here, it's turning red. It's turning red, folks. And then other places it's black. In our next clip, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how the Word of God actually connects to the disasters that are going on. I mean, just recently there were over 15, last count I saw last night, earthquakes in California. We're going to talk more about the coverage of Obama and the oil spill and more. Be right back.